Let's solve this geometry problem carefully, step by step, and pay close attention to the idea that makes the whole problem much easier. We have trapezoid PQRS with a bottom base. PQ is 28 units long. The right side QR is perpendicular to the two parallel bases, and the angle at P is 45 degrees. We're also told that QR and RS have the same length. Our goal is to find the exact area of the trapezoid. Now, here's the key construction. Imagine drawing a perpendicular line from point S straight down to the bottom base, PQ, and let the point where it meets the bottom base be T. This divides the trapezoid into two simpler shapes. Let's first look at the shape on the right, which is quadrilateral TQRS. Because the top and bottom bases are parallel and the vertical sides are perpendicular to those bases, all four angles of this quadrilateral are right angles. So TQRS is a rectangle, but we're also given that QR equals RS. And these are two adjacent sides of the rectangle, and when two adjacent sides of a rectangle are equal, the rectangle is actually a square. So TQRS is a square. Let's call the side length of this square x. That means QR equals x, RS equals x, TQ equals x. And because ST is the height of the square, ST also equals x. Now let's turn our attention to the triangle PTS. This is a right triangle because ST is perpendicular to PQ. We also know that the angle at P is 45 degrees. A right triangle with one acute angle of 45 degrees must have its other acute angle equal to 45 degrees as well, because the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So, triangle PTS is a 45-45-90 triangle. In this special triangle, the two legs are always equal. The two legs here are PT and ST. Since ST has length x, we can immediately say that PT also has length x. Now let's use the information about the entire bottom base. We know that PQ is 28 units, but PQ is made up of two smaller segments, PT and TQ. So we can write PT plus TQ equals 28. We already know that PT equals x and TQ also equals x. Therefore, x plus x equals 28. Combine the two equal terms and we get 2x equals 28. Now divide both sides by 2, giving us x equals 14. So we've found the important side length. The height of the trapezoid is 14 units, and the top base, RS, is also 14 units, while the bottom base, PQ, is 28 units. Now we're ready to calculate the area. Remember, the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 multiplied by the height, multiplied by the sum of the two parallel bases. In this problem, the height is 14, the top base is 14, and the bottom base is 28. So the area equals 1/2 multiplied by 14, multiplied by the quantity, 14 plus 28. First, simplify the expression inside the parentheses. 14 plus 28 equals 42. So the area becomes 1/2 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 42. Now, multiply 14 by 42. 14 multiplied by 42 equals 588. Therefore, the area is 588 divided by 2, which gives us 294. So the exact area of the trapezoid is 294 square units. And notice how the entire problem became much simpler once we recognize the square and then use the 45-45-90 triangle. If this step-by-step geometry approach helped you, feel free to like the video, subscribe for more problems like this, and leave a comment with your answer or your own solution method.